I'm Charisse LeClaire. The November elections are right around the corner, and we want you to be informed. There are more than just candidates on the November 4th ballot. One of the biggest questions to affect Western Massachusetts is Question 3 to repeal the Commonwealth's gaming law. Now here's Robert-Rizzuto from our media partner, The Republican, and MassLive.com to introduce you to both sides of that issue.
Hello and thanks for joining us for this edition of the 2014 Campaign Roundtable Series. I'm politics reporter Rob Rizzuto, and before we meet the folks we have in today to talk about the casino ballot question, I'd like to introduce you to our panel of journalists. From The Republican, we have Rob Jeunesse, the Director of Reader Engagement, and Ron Chamelis, the Chief Editorial Writer. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
And then to my left, we have two folks here who are going to debate the casino issue, which is ballot question number 3. First to my left is MGM Springfield President Mike-Mathis. Welcome, Mike.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
And to his left, we have Al Cabot. He is representing the repeal-the-casino-deal movement here in Western Massachusetts, and he's also a West Springfield resident.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us, Al. Well, we will jump right into things here. First, let's set this up. We are here debating ballot question number 3. This will go to the voters next Tuesday, and it gives them the opportunity to repeal the 2011 Expanded Gaming Act, which allowed for the licensing of up to 3 casinos and 1 slots parlor in Massachusetts. So we will jump right into the meat of the matter here. In the city of Springfield, the unemployment rate in September was clocked at 10.2%, and that doesn't even count all the people that stopped searching for work. Mike, the MGM project is said to create a minimum of 2,000 construction jobs and 3,000 permanent jobs, of which 2,200 will be full-time equivalent upon opening. On this topic, tell me about the average salary range for these positions, and how many of these you hope to have filled by the end of 2016, should things go your way next Tuesday.
Sure. I think jobs is really the most important thing we could be talking about today. And as you said, unemployment in this region is twice the state average, certainly twice what Boston is experiencing. So I think particularly for MGM Springfield and for this region, jobs is really important. The average salary in terms of median base salary, and I'm going to talk about base salary because in our industry there's a lot of tip positions which add to the overall package, but the median base salary is going to be between $30,000 and $35,000. When you average the tip position as well as benefits, you get to $45,000 as an average for the entire group, and that's obviously a very competitive salary. If you look at average retail salaries for a sales clerk is about $25,000. So these represent some of the best positions, some of the best compensation packages in any service industry. These are going to be union jobs, more likely than not. That's our history in these types of projects. And we've got strong relationships with labor. So full compensation packages, full benefit packages. Really excited to bring these positions online. We will do the bulk of our hiring 18 months to a year out from opening. So if you peg our opening at the summer of 17, then we would be looking to open up our HR center probably middle of 16, and that would be when the bulk of the training and hiring would happen.
Okay. And Al, I know the Repeal the Casino Deal movement has said that these are going to be low-wage positions. Do you dispute what Mike is projecting for them having as far as the salary range there, or the number of jobs?
I don't want to dispute anything that Mike has to say about hiring people at a casino. We never argue that people don't work at a casino. Certainly they're a little confused as far as their total numbers. Steve Wynn believes he can operate a casino twice as large with the same number of employees that Mike seems to indicate, so there's not a lot of consistency amongst them. But I think even more importantly, yes, this is about jobs, this is about unemployment, and the casino industry is spending an enormous amount of money to flip that economic argument upside down. When the Federal Reserve wants to increase jobs and economic development, they make money flow. They put money into the economy, they don't take money out. A casino, on the other hand, does exactly the opposite. It doesn't produce a good or a service or a product, I should say, as opposed to a manufacturer perhaps that might ship that product all over the country and bring money back into our area. Certainly there's a small percentage, about 10%, that's related to hotel management, restaurants, whatever else they put there to advertise and bring people in to gamble. The bottom line is there will be many, many more jobs lost as a result of having casino gambling not only in Springfield but across Massachusetts than they will employ.
So you anticipate more of a negative impact, but you don't dispute that they are going to create these jobs and they will have the salary range that Mike had said with compensation.
I haven't seen and they haven't shared all the detail behind these numbers, so I don't want to try and argue them. All I want to do is say, yes, people are employed at casinos, but people are also employed at the hardware store and the restaurant, and people make contributions to retirement plans that people are employed with managing over at Mass Mutual. These jobs will be lost. The money doesn't fall from the sky. Mike is expecting $450 million of gambling losses a year to fall into Springfield. That comes out of our pockets, the greater Pioneer Valley, and as Mike said on the radio, this is a casino for Western Massachusetts. We would be cutting our own economic throat.
Can I respond to a couple of those comments, please, Rob? I'm so appreciative of this opportunity because really I think this is about the facts and the data. We've submitted thousands of pages to the Gaming Commission, and for obvious reasons we can't share some of the compensation numbers with the public because there's a competitive piece to this, but the Gaming Commission has these numbers and they can verify everything that we've described. A couple of comments. One is, we respect the fact that not all individuals appreciate gaming as entertainment. But to say that we don't produce a service or a product would be the same as saying that Six Flags doesn't produce a product or a service, or that the film industry doesn't produce a product or a service. It's entertainment. A third of all Americans, this is what the data shows, enjoy casino gaming throughout the country. It's growing and it's an acceptable form of entertainment. I think in part because our industry and our company, MGM Resorts and others in this area, have continued to evolve the product. It's not just about a casino. 2/3 of our positions are going to be non-casino positions. Mm-hmm. That's hotel front desk clerks, that's guest room attendants, that's retail associates, that's the people that work in the movie theater, the people that work in the bowling alley. So to put us in a box and say we're a casino really misses the point about where this industry is going and where it's gone, and really ignores the point about what our proposal is, which has been recognized as a really world-class, innovative, inside-out proposal and design. So, and lastly, I'd say is, we're planning to bring 1/3 of our customers up from Connecticut. So this concept of we're only going to be making money off of Massachusetts residents is completely wrong. I think one of the reasons that the Commission awarded us our license is because we fulfilled the Gaming Act's policy goal of reversing what's been going on for 25 years, which is Massachusetts dollars going across the state. It's about time that we got some out-of-state dollars helping to fund this economy. So we're really excited about that, and that's an important part of our project.
Gotcha. And Al, just on this topic, because it's something that folks have said to the repeal-the-casino-deal movement. If not these casino jobs, what in Springfield? We have a high unemployment rate.
Let me respond first to the idea that information has been provided to the Massachusetts, quote, Gaming Commission. Gaming is a word that is used by the gambling industry.
Are you questioning the legitimacy of the state gaming commission?
I want people to understand.
That's a whole other debate.
No, he brought up the name of the Gaming Commission. I just want people to understand that the salaries of the Gaming Commission itself are paid for by fees generated from the gambling industry. There's a relationship there that people should be aware of. So how objective they are in what they share and what they do may be in question. We've seen what's happened in Everett with 3 federal indictments. We saw them kick a project 200 yards down the road in Revere. There are things that have happened here. We can go into that. We have time.
Segue me right into my next question.
But my point is, on the jobs issue, there is not a single economist other than one that has been paid for from the gaming industry that believes that economic development follows these sort of, in a long-term basis, these sort of convenience locations.
I understand. We're going to have to move on here, okay? The next question actually kind of ties into what you're saying here. A lot of your complaints and suspicions have been about the gaming industry in general. I'd like to know if you have any specific criticisms of the MGM project as it's been laid out, specific to what they are planning for this city in this region.
The project, what they're saying as far as what, the physical building?
The entirety of their project. If you have criticism for the way MGM as a company is approaching this.
I don't believe they should be having job fairs as they've had. He said their HR department isn't even going to open until 2016. What they're doing is preying on our own unemployed people, bringing them into a job fair with no job. They need food on their table today. and all they're leaving with is lawn signs and bumper stickers. Yes, that's a nature of the casino culture that we're asking to bring here.
But you guys have lawn signs and bumper stickers all over the place too. Is that the campaign?
We don't tell unemployed people we're going to give you a job to get that bumper sticker out there.
Mike,
yeah, Rob,
respond, please.
I really do need to respond to that. I've been on a few of these panels with some of Al's colleagues, and I think the place that they always get stumped, and I wouldn't be able to answer the question either, is if not this, then what? And we had a job fair last week. 600 people came in, and we described the different positions that would be available when we open. And we described the different qualifications they would need when we open those positions up, in the hopes that they would reach out to STIC, Holyoke Community College, and get trained up. So to suggest that we're preying on people that need jobs, I think is completely wrong. We're trying to educate the community about different positions that are available, and we have jobs offered. They're going to be 18 months or 24 months from now.
So this leads back to how your company has worked with the community colleges to kind of develop these different training programs to get the workforce ready.
Yeah, absolutely. And here's the question that really needs to be asked on the yes side. We've got 500 construction workers that are building the Plainville construction site right now. That project is moving forward. It's going to be an expansion of that track and help the harness racing industry in Massachusetts. If the yes question passes, what are those people going to do? What are those 500 people going to do that are going to get their final paychecks? What are the 5 people in my community office who I'm hoping to bring into our organization day one and enter them into the hospitality industry? What are the 2,000 construction workers going to do, and the 3,000 permanent job positions, potential positions that we're going to offer? What are they going to do on November 5th? What you hear from the other side is that's failed government, that's failed policy, but none of that creates a job. None of that creates a paycheck for these people. So. This question got denied back in the 90s, and we've seen what 20 years of the no casino position has done. We think we deserve a chance, and we certainly think that we show that to the people of Springfield who came out in large numbers to support us.
Gotcha. All right, thank you. And on that note, we are going to take a quick break. We'll be back in a moment with more on the casino debate topic here.